Hey, what's up YouTube's Blue Golf Ball here today with another Pokemon TCG online video, and today I have for you guys the Marowak break. You guys been asking for this deck, and I've been asking for this deck too. Come on, Blue Golf Ball, hurry up and make this deck. Okay, I will. Alright, don't worry. Alright, so we got Bone Revenge here for 2 energies, 1 fighting, 1 colorless. We can hit for a base of 20, and then this deck does 40 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. Meaning, right, if you've taken 5 prize cards, you're going to be hitting for 220 damage for 2 energy, which is pretty good. But at that point, your opponent needs 1 more prize to win, and that's kind of a bad deal. But there's things like Muscle Band, Strong Energy, and Fighting Stadium that you could take advantage of and potentially do a lot more damage that way. So, I don't know. Maybe you don't need to bring your opponent down to that many prizes. Maybe all you need is 2. And that's why we're going to be adding Marowak into the deck. We're going to be playing a 2-2 line of this for Energy Grace. Once you return before your attack, you may knock out this Pokemon. If you do, attach 3 basic energy cards from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon, excluding Pokemon EX, which we only play Shaman EX in here. So these will be going for our attackers, of course. And Energy Grace here knocks out Marowak, meaning if we can get 2 of these into play, which we're playing 2-2 of these, we can knock them out, and our opponent will take 2 prizes, and then we can use the Bone Revenge for, what was that? 100 damage for 2 energies. But wait, there's more. There's Strong Energy, Fighting Stadium, perhaps even Muscle Band. So we can hit for 160, if our opponent gets 2 prizes right away. But yeah, so we'll be playing this Marowak here, which is 100 HP. It's got the attack Sharpshooting, which is okay. But the attack that we're going to focus on is Bone Windmill, okay? And back in the day, I used to breakdance, and I used to be able to do the windmill. Never mind. No one believes me. I'm just kidding. I was never able to breakdance. But anyways, if your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon, and you hit for 60. Of course, again, yada yada yada. Strong Energy, Muscle Band. Okay. Shaman EX here, 2 of these, just to be able to draw into more cards, setup and Sky Return, and then we have the Wobbuffet here, okay? So Wobbuffet's going to be really nice to be able to switch into him. So we're going to try to take advantage of this. If we're up against a lot of EXs, we can go for the Bone Windmill and hit for 60, and then switch into the Wobbuffet. Now, we are going to be playing 4 of these Robo Substitute, which we can switch into as well. And that way, we're going to try to do kind of a hit and run kind of thing. And then, of course, the Marowak break here does add 40 more HP on top of the 100. So that's it for the Pokemon line. Let's take a look at the item cards and whatnot. We have Battle Compressor here, 1 of these, as well as the Level Ball. 4 of these Robo Substitute, as already mentioned. And then we have Super Rod to get some Pokemon and some of the energies back into our deck. Switch, as well as the 4 Ultra Balls and 4 VS Seekers. Oh, wait. Oh, did I say 4? I meant 3. 3 of each right here. We have the Bridget here, since we're playing a lot of basics. And then we have the Giovanni Scheme. I'm loving Giovanni Scheme. This is going to be a staple in most of my decks. Trust me. At least 1 copy, if not even sometimes 2. We have the Karina here, 2 of these, to be able to search for a fighting Pokemon. Also getting an item card, which could be a Robo Substitute. And then we have the Lysander, as well as Professor Birch's Observation. And then Sycamore is in this deck, as well as Shauna. And then we have the Skyla as well. So 3 Sycamores, 3 Birch, 1 Shauna, 1 Skyla. That's it for the supporters. And then we have the Fighting Stadium here, as well as a Floatstone. We got the Focus Sash, as well as the Muscle Band. 2 Focus Sash here, since we're playing with fighting Pokemon. Might as well use these Focus Sash to try to buy ourselves some turns if we can do that. We have the Strong Energy, 4 of these, as well as the regular Fighting Energies, 6 energies, only 10 energies in total. Pretty energy efficient deck, if I wouldn't say so myself. Plus, Energy Grace can always get some energies back in that sense. And so that's it for the deck. Hopefully you guys got the gist of it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below. But otherwise, that's it for the deck. You guys, let's go ahead and see this deck in action here on Pokemon TCG Online. Alright, and we'll be playing against either web. I don't know. But we do see some Dragon Sleeves there with the Garchomp sleeves, I believe that's what. But we lost the coin toss. My opponent will get to go first. That way my opponent can evolve first. I usually just say that for myself, but my opponent's going to be choosing who gets to go first. Maybe we still can go first. Oh, never mind. My opponent is going to go first, so he can evolve first. my phrases. Oh my gosh. So we're going to start off with the Shaman EX. That's kind of dreadful. We do have the Karina here, which we can go ahead and get a Cubone. And my opponent is playing a Shaman EX as well. Whoa, what do we have here? Yeah, hopefully it's not a mirror match. Yeah, let's hope it's not a mirror match. But, are you the actual blue golf ball? Well, I am a blue golf ball. I don't know if I am blue golf ball. Maybe. Yeah, I'll just let my opponent know, it's a big maybe right there. You never know who you're really playing against. I mean, yeah, so huge fan. Oh, that's great. All right, excellent. Awesome. Yes, I'm glad you enjoy the content. On my channel. Okay, so we give him the smiley face as well. So we see a battle compressor right there. My opponent's gonna be able to discard some things, perhaps some energies, perhaps some trainers, like supporters, so he can VS Seeker. I don't know. So we do see a Team Aqua coin right there. That's kind of fun. Which I think I should have saw. Wait, did I flip the coin, or did he flip the coin? My coin is flipped upside down. We're seeing tails on my coin right now. I don't remember. But anyway, so with the battle compressor here, my opponent can go ahead and discard some things. And as of right now, I think we have a pretty good start. We have the Robo Substitute, which we can play. I may be tempted to play energies on the Shaman and at some point do a Sky Return. So my opponent does play a Metal Energy onto the Shaman EX, so that's a little peculiar. So let's go ahead, we're going to play that energy right there. I'm going to go and play the Karina. Let's go ahead and grab another Cubone, and at some point, we should be able to evolve into our Marowak, and, no item cards? That's strange. Yeah, there should be item cards. Oh, there they are. Weird, we have to do show all cards. So we're going to grab the VS Seeker, and then we're just going to go ahead and grab the Karina in the next turn and go with that. So, I think the VS Seeker looks pretty good to me. Alright, so that way we can probably go ahead and grab some more Marowaks, maybe even the Marowak Break. What the? Come on, Robo Substitute. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. It's an item card. I got to play it as an item card. Oh, what the junks. As you can tell, this is my first time playing with Robo Substitute since the update. But yeah, let's have a good game. Oh yeah, good luck to you. Looking forward to a good game as well. So we could retreat, but I'm just gonna end the turn here. I think what I want to do, I think it's just gonna play the energy. And he says, "Thanks, you two. That's great. Thank you, Other Web. Looking forward to this epic matchup. Let's take a look and see what we can do here." We see my opponent play the VS Seeker for the Shauna. I was gonna say play a Shauna for the VS Seeker. That doesn't make any sense. And so here is the Shauna. My opponent will be able to get a fresh hand of 5. I was going to say 6, 7, and I was like, oh, wait, what the heck, 5. Yeah, that's right. We see a Manectric EX, which is weak to fighting. We also see the Regice out here, which could be pretty fun as well. That would be really interesting to deal with. Good thing we don't play Landorus. Landorus is weak to water, and my opponent retreats. Okay, using the Foltstone. I believe that's what my opponent has in the Shaman EX. And so we got a Focus Sash, which we can play right here. And we're going to go with the Marowak. And we will go with the Sky Return, hitting that Regice for 30 damage. And then let's also go for the VS Seeker. Let's go ahead and grab the Karina. And what we're going to do is I'm going to grab an Ultra Ball. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to grab another Marowak here. What I want to do is grab an Ultra Ball for the next turn. And that way, in the next turn, we can grab the Phoebus using the Ultra Ball and discard those energies. And that way, those energies can be recovered by the Milotic. Alright, so that's going to be the plan. And so let's go ahead, we'll evolve here. And then, again, that way we can use Set Up to its more fuller potential by discarding those energies that we're picking back up. And, so we're going to promote the Robo Substitute. I'm assuming we can just hide behind that for now. None of our Pokemon on the bench have any energy. We spent the last 2 turns powering up a Shaman just to get those energy cards back into their hands. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But so here is a Manectric EX. So 2 Manectric EXs are on the field. My opponent is playing with Metal Energies. So I'm assuming we may see Aegislash at some point, as well as Bronzongs and Bronzors. All this Metal Links and whatnot junk. And here is a Manectric Spirit Link hitting the field onto the Manectric EX on the right over there. So we could still see a Mega Manectric come into play, and there it is. There is the Mega Manectric EX, and no energy cards on that guy as of yet. We might see the energy cards on the Regice though. Perhaps we could see an Ice Beam by turn 4 for my opponent. I don't know, turn 3 I think. So we see a DCE on the Regice. Perhaps my opponent will maybe do a Resistance Blizzard at some point, but we don't play any EXs besides the Shaman. And that's it. My opponent passes the turn. We do have the Wobbuffet here, so we could try to prevent things. Oh wait, what am I doing? Wrong energy. Okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna grab the Ultra Ball here, discard these two just as we planned, and let's go for that Phoebus. And there it is. All right, so good. We got a good amount of resources left to go, and we'll play that Shaman down right here. So we got 2 Marowaks ready to go. We can probably go for that Break evolution right now, and we do. We even have the Milotic for the next turn. Should be able to play that, power up the Marowak, and we're looking really solid right now. We can counter the stadium. We even have a Karina. Got the Professor Birch's observation. Professor Sycamore. That's what I meant. So let's go ahead. We're gonna play the Karina here. Let's get another Marowak break. Might as well get both of them into play. We don't have any more bench space to get another Cubone on, anyways. So let's go ahead and probably grab a Muscle Band, maybe. I don't know. Could grab a Switch. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. We can grab a Switch. We can try to preserve that Robo Substitute if we can, or we can promote the Wobbuffet if we can. I don't know. Maybe the Wobbuffet's not a bad idea, but again, my opponent can get Shaman out, so maybe the Wobbuffet could have been a really good choice. That way we can buy a turn with a couple hits. Assuming, oh no, there's a Sycamore. So assuming, oh, my opponent discarded a Manectric EX right there too. Assuming my opponent does not get a Water Energy, let's hope my opponent doesn't. If he does, we can get hit for an Ice Beam or Resistance Blizzard, whatever. It's gonna knock out the Robo Substitute anyways, but my opponent won't be able to take a prize from that. That's kind of nice. And so with 7 cards in my opponent's hand, we see the Aegislash EX. Are we going to see energy drop there? We have yet to see the Bronzors either. That's going to take 2 turns to evolve them and get them ready to go to start energy accelerating. And here is an Ultra Ball, discarding a couple things here. And oh, it discards another Ultra Ball as well, something else. But you gotta wait and see. Do we see that Bronzong or that Bronzor? And are we gonna see, or maybe are we gonna see another Shaman? Right, drawing 3 cards, you know, that could be really good. Oh, never mind, we see a Smeargle. Okay, all right, so my opponent's gonna need to play a Metal Energy onto the Regice and use that second coat to swap out that Water Energy that's in the discard pile onto the Regice. So we might be able to see that. My opponent can get some fancy points right here, some pretty good style points. Yeah, style points. Okay. Yeah, I mean, okay, sure. I think that was really good. Well done. Very well played from my opponent if he does do that. So we see right here my opponent just Mega Evolves and ends the turn. All right, so we did not get to see that. And that means we can play that Muscle Band here. Let's go ahead and play it right here. Do you want to attack? That's the question. We can hit for, I don't know. I mean... sharpshooting, yeah, we can do that. We can do Bone Windmill, but that's not gonna do much of anything. So we could do sharpshooting. My opponent does not have the whatchamacallit, the Rough Seas out. So if we can sharpshoot the Manectric EX, the Mega Manectric EX, put it into a better position to do a one-hit knockout. Because right now, with the Bone Windmill, even with the Fighting Stadium, since we're using Focus Sash and Strong Energy, we're hitting for 100 times 2. That's only 200. The Mega Manectric will survive the turn. So I think what I want to do, let's go with the Sharpshooting. Assuming my opponent does not get that. My opponent only has 2 cards, okay? I mean, if he has that Rough Seas, then that was a terrible move. Should have never done that. But if he doesn't have the Rough Seas, then we got a shot here at knocking out that Mega Manectric in one shot with the Bone Windmill. Alright, guys? It's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Alright, so right there. So 180 HP. Should be a one-hit knockout. Hitting for Bone Windmill and getting the job done. Alright, so we're going to try to shoot for that. Let's see if we can pull that off. So, oh, my opponent has a Via Seeker. Oh, no. Oh, no. That means he can still get... He can get the, whatchamacallit, the Rough Seas. Oh, no. It goes for his Shauna instead of the Sycamore. All right, so still 5 cards. Okay, it's hopefully my opponent does not get that. And if he does, then my sharpshooting backfired. Yeah, it did. Oh, no. Oh, my opponent got an energy drop right there. So we see the second coat, and my opponent's going to be able to switch that out for the water energy. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. We see metal energies, lightning energies, water energies, lots of different energies here. We're gonna get hit for 70. And now, okay, okay, we got another Fighting Stadium. Do we have a Lysander? I don't. Oh man, actually, wait. Oh, we don't have Lysander. Oh no. Oh no, the tragedy. All right. Let's see. I might retreat right now into the Marowak. on the bench. Alright, so right here, let's go and grab these 2 energies. And I'm going to power up this one right here. And that way we can deal with, let's see, do I want to get rid of the strong energy though? Because I want to be able to deal with that Aegislash. Alright, never mind. We're just going to get rid of the basics. Yeah, alright. So we'll get rid of the basics. Basically, we just traded energies. Think about that, huh? Oh, man. Alright, so darn, we don't have the Lysander. You can't knock out that stinking Mega Manectric in one shot anyways. Yeah, probably could play the Cubone. That wouldn't be a terrible thing to do. Let's go with the Ultra Ball. Get rid of the Professor Birch's observation, I think. And maybe even a VS Seeker. I'm going to go for the Shaman, or go for the Phoebus. Could go with the Shaman. That way we can see if we can draw in the Lysander. So there's that Lysander. The Lysander's right there. Here's a Super Rod, which we can get more resources back if we really need to. Yeah, that Lysander. This is a Shaman. We could try that. I don't know. Okay, we're going to go with the safe route. We're just going to go with this. Maybe get some more energies on the field. And I'm just going to go. Let's go for the Bone Windmill. Oh, man. Darn. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. I think we're just going to try to knock this guy out in 2 hits. Okay, as long as my opponent does not have that that stadium, the counter the stadium and heal off 30 damage. Oh, man. But the rough seas, that's right. That would be really rough if he had that. That would be extremely rough. But, oh, we see a DCE on the Aegislash. Oh, man. Okay, so, again, we could have gone for another Shaman. But, you know, the Shamans are an easy knockout for the Mega Manectrics. Very easy 2 prizes since they're weak. Actually, wait. You know, it's going to be a knockout anyways. You know, hitting for 110. Even if we have a weakness policy there. Because the Shaman EX is only 110 HP. The Turbo Bolt would easily knock it out. Even with if we had an imaginary weakness policy on there. Oh, no. There's the rough seas. There goes my plan. My plan totally backfired. Shucks. Yeah, I don't know. I was being way too much caution right here. I didn't want to play another Shaman. Too easy to knock out. So we're gonna get hit for a Resistance Blizzard, and now we gotta have to really see what we can do. Let's counter the stadium right here. We do have the Giovanni scheme, so that's kind of nice. I think what I want to do is, I think we're going to play this on here. So the Marowak on the bench is going to be dedicated just for the Mega Manectric. But otherwise, yeah, let's go. Okay, so we could go with Karina. I could go with the Giovanni scheme. I'm actually going to discard the Robo Substitute. That way, in the next turn, we should be able to evolve this Cubone into another Marowak. Let's go for the Giovanni scheme right now. We should be able to knock out this this Regice here. We can hit for 60 plus the Muscle Band. Yeah, or just actually, wait. Since we already have the Muscle Band, we can just draw into that 5. And let's go with this right here. Let's get back that Milotic. And might as well get back another energy right here. And so let's go for that. Let's go for yeah, since we already got that, we'll go for the Bone Revenge. Might as well. We don't need to do Bone Windmill. They're both going to be doing the same amount of damage anyways. We got a Robo Substitute off the prizes, and it looks like the Aegislash will come out to play. But again, you know, with our Marowak here, this is the only one with basic energies that's going to be able to really hit the Aegislash. But I think the Aegislash will be able to knock us out right here, hitting us for 60. Oh, wait, we're going to survive the turn. Ha! My opponent will be down to 10 HP. We will survive the turn. We can do a Bone Windmill and try to avoid the knockout that way. And, oh, my opponent goes for a Professor Sycamore. And we got to wait and see. What does my opponent get off of this right here? We see, ooh, man, 7 cards. Drawing 7 cards is legit. And, all right, so I don't know what exactly my opponent's going to be getting right here, but we're going to have to find out what this is going to be. Okay, and, alrighty then. I don't know. This looks like my opponent right now is stuck. Not sure. Again, I don't think the Aegislash can knock us out. And, okay, so we see the Ultra Ball right here, discarding, Hoopa EX, I think, with another Mega Manectric right there. Yeah, wow, full art Hoopa EX. And, whoops, wasn't paying attention. My opponent goes for a Shaman, draws into a couple more cards. All right, so I guess there is no Bronzor or Bronzong in here. My opponent is probably going to try to just use Smeargle all the time to manipulate energies. I think that's what my opponent's trying to do. And here is the Slash Blast. Again, we will survive the turn by 10 HP. And here we go. So, whoa, we got another Focus Slash right there. That's kind of nice. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab another Marowak. It's going to go for the Karina right here. And grab that last Marowak. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right, so this is it. Let's see. What kind of item cards we got right here for us? We got the level ball. Can go ahead and get that Milotic. And oh, wait a second, Milotic is 100 HP. Oh no, oh no, I couldn't. No, I thought Milotic was 90 HP for some reason. All we can grab is the Phoebus. Oh no, should have gone for the Ultra Ball. Darn it. Ah, shucks. Could have gone for that Ultra Ball. All right, so might as well grab the Phoebus just to thin out the deck a little bit, or just play the Ultra Ball level and not get anything at all. So, let's go for that Bone Windmill and switch into maybe, I don't know, the Wobbuffet. I don't know. Probably go into the Marowak for sure. My opponent wouldn't be able to knock us out since we have full HP and we got the Focus Slash, Focus Sash. Should be able to survive the turn. And okay, well, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, even my opponent does play another energy. We can go for another Bone Windmill and switch into the Shaman EX? I don't know. Oh, wow, we see a second coat. So my opponent will be able to get another Metal Energy here. I don't know what the fighting energy is for. We haven't seen any fighting Pokemon from my opponent. So, Aegislash can now hit us for over 100 damage. And it's not going to bother us at all. Oh, never mind. Here is... My opponent's going to knock out the Marowak. Oh, no. There goes the Marowak. So we are now... Well... That makes room for a Robo Substitute. You gotta look at it the positive side. So here comes our Marowak. Hey, we got the Milotic here as well. Alright, so could play a Milotic right now if we really wanted to. That way to give us more bench space. And I don't know how I feel about that. So let's just go for the Bone Windmill. It's gonna take another turn to knock this Aegislash out. My opponent can still do some ridiculous things like, I don't know, Pokemon Center Lady or something like that. I have no idea. Maybe some potions, who knows. That could definitely cause some trouble for us trying to knock out this big Aegislash EX. My opponent's going to start powering up the Mega Electric over there. Seeing that the Marowak with the double strong energy has been eliminated, there's less threat right here to really do a one-hit knockout. We do have the strong energy available to us. I'm not too sure what we can do with that, though. Here is an AZ, my opponent right here, AZing up the Aegislash. Wow, gets rid of the DCE as well as 2 Metal Energies, promotes the Shaman EX. And I would assume that that Aegislash is going to hit the field again, and my opponent's going to slowly start powering up that Aegislash once again. So, I don't know how I feel about that. I think, like, I do feel pretty devastated. We couldn't knock it out. So my opponent's going to go for another second coat and swaps the Metal Energy for perhaps a Fighting Energy, I would assume. Yeah, I still don't understand what my opponent uses the Fighting Energy for. Maybe a Lucario EX or something like that. I'm not sure. But regardless, yeah, I don't know. Do we want to just discard the Robo? You know, the thing is, I think I'm just going to end my turn. There's no point in attacking the Shaman EX because my opponent's just going to retreat with it or even just hit us with a Sky Return. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so let's go with the Energy Grace. It may not have been the best thing to do, but allowing my opponent to take another card, and we only have 1 energy in the discard pile anyways. I'm going to play it onto the, probably, I can't play it on the Shaman, so we're going to play it onto the Wobbuffet. You never know when we may need to retreat with the Wobbuffet, and go with that. So we'll play it on the Wobbuffet. We'll play the Robo Substitute here. I think, I don't know how I really, do I really want to attack though? This is getting kind of serious here. This is getting pretty intense. And, I mean, we're just going to end the turn. I think it's probably the best route. I'm going to force my opponent to play an energy on the Shaman and do a Scout Return. And hopefully stall enough time I don't know. I'm not one to stall, but my opponent is down 8 cards. We're at 14. The Mega Electric is all powered up. We see a Judge right here, so we're going to be able to draw on some more cards, thanks to my opponent. That's fine with me. And we do get the Fighting Stadium. That's kind of nice. And then we get the Strong Energy again, as well as a Shauna and a Professor Birch's Observation, which we can play. Perhaps we can get 7 cards. I don't know. But the Shaman EX right here, okay, retreats, right? It has that full stone. I thought we could have saw, you know, the Sky Return, but my opponent opted to play the Mega Electric anyways. And we're going to see 2 energies on the Aegislash. That's my assumption. And so we don't have, whatchamacallit, we don't have Muscle Band. We have Focus Slash and Focus Sash. Oh, wait, no, we have a Muscle Band on this Marowak. Oh, perfect. Okay. So I might have to play this Marowak here. And we can actually go for the Bone Revenge. We have the Fighting Stadium right here. And here is the Strong Energy. Might as well play it on here. We don't have anything else to play it on. And let's go for the Professor Birch's Observation. We may be able to pull this off. Oh, no, flipping tails. We got a Shaman here. Oh, gosh, the hiccups. Where did these hiccups come from? Why am I hiccuping? Oh, no. Okay, so here, we see the Robo Substitute. And let's go ahead and just just get that. So, you know, with that Muscle Band, we didn't need to go for the Bone Revenge. We just went straight ahead for the knockout right there. And maybe I didn't. Did I need the? Let's see here. Yeah, Yeah, I did need the Muscle Band. Or I did need the Strong Energy because what was that? We hit for 240, right? So without it, we would have been able to hit for 200, which would have been 10 short. So that was a good thing we did that. So here, the Aegislash is all powered up and ready to go. We could see a Slash Blast right here. And yeah, that's actually a pretty interesting deck that my opponent has, using the coat, whatever, that second coat, switching energies around. That's actually kind of cool. My opponent right now will be going for, I have no idea, but the Slash Blast will knock this thing out. Not taking the prize though. So we're tied in prizes. That's kind of cool. And I will promote the Marowak here. We can't play the Strong Energy. Nope, no siree. We do have another Robo Substitute. That's kind of nice. I'm just going to play that down right here. And can't play the Sycamore. We'll deck ourselves out. Man, what to do? Okay. You know what? Maybe we can Lysander out that Mega Electric and knock it out. But for now, let's go for the Bone Windmill. We'll hit for 80 and increase the damage output. It'll still be a 3-turn knockout, 3-hit knockout. And it's a little bit tragic. But at the very least, we should be able to manage something. Now, again, if we did get the Giovanni, we should be able to knock out the... Oh, no, my opponent's going to bring out the Marowak. But thank goodness we have the Focus Sash. So the Focus Sash will allow us to survive, even though we're going to get hit for like 100 damage. And so my opponent's going to drag out the Marowak here. And thank goodness he didn't drag out the Marowak break. We get hit for a Slash Blast, but we'll survive the turn. And, oh man, that actually helped us out by preserving the Robo Substitute. So right here we have a Float Stone that we don't need anymore. I don't think we really need that. I mean, it could use it for the Wobbuffet, but you know what? All we really need is the energy, and we need a Lysander. So maybe we can keep the Shauna. I don't know. I'd like to keep as many cards as I can in the deck at the same time. I don't want to deck out either. So right here, we're going to go ahead and see in the next turn if we can top deck a Lysander. We should be able to knock out something. And man, if we had a VS Seeker, we could have gone for the Giovanni scheme, right? Do we even have that in our discard pile? I don't remember. But hey, here we are very close to knocking this Aegislash out. Unless my opponent has a VS Seeker and a Lysander and knocks out our Marowak, then we would be in trouble. We wouldn't even be able to power up the Shaman EX to do a Sky Return to knock out that Aegislash. And that's the tragedy behind this. But, of course, we can still pay a retreat cost on the Marowak. That's actually a possibility, and then that way we pay the retreat cost, lose both the Strong Energies, and then can be able to attack with the Marowak break on the bench. But there goes our Robo Substitute, and we should be able to knock this guy out. So we have a Skyla here. I might just Skyla for the Lysander. Let's just do that, and that way we can guarantee get the Lysander here. We do have a Shauna available to us as well, so Let's knock out this Age Slash, and in the next turn we should be able to knock out whatever with the Lysander. We should be able to knock out the Mega Electric with our Marowak break on the bench. And this is certainly a very close game right here, and we need to top deck that energy. If we can top deck the energy, we can pay the retreat cost with the Wobbuffet and kind of close out the game that way. Otherwise, we're not looking too good. We're gonna have to, if we get the Shauna, I'm very tempted to play the Shauna, play the Phoebus, and then play the Shauna, get the Milotic in the next turn, and then get the Wobbuffet off the bench that way, or off the active spot that way. But yeah, right now, oh man, okay, so my opponent says GG, bro. I don't know, maybe he can't see a way out. Maybe he can't see a way to win. Maybe the Electric EX doesn't have the energies to pull it off. I'm not sure. I'll just say GG in return. Maybe he found a way to win. Maybe he won already. Maybe he's able to get the last 3 prizes. Maybe he can knock out the Shaman EX and then knock out the Marowak break somehow too. But my opponent says, thanks for the fun battle. And I'll say thank you. And it was fun indeed. Alrighty then. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure. I still don't know if my opponent won already, or if we won. I don't know. But we see a smiley face from my opponent, and that's it. Okay, my opponent concedes the match, seeing that wouldn't be able to do anything. Again, we had 2 cards left, either an energy or a Shauna. We had a couple outs right there. If we had the energy, we would have been able to retreat and then use the Marowak, use the Lysander, bring out that Manectric EX, knock it out in one shot, and finish off. So surprisingly, the Marowak break was still the MVP, even though our regular Marowak was able to hit for quite a bit, knocking out the Aegislash EX. But yeah, I don't know. This was a lot of fun. Able to take down a really interesting deck that my opponent had, using that's Smeargle with second coat, switching out energies and things like that. That's pretty cool. So I don't know. This is certainly a deck that you guys can probably try out. A deck that really could still use a lot of tweaking, still use a lot of modifications. But if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for being a part of this channel, being a part of this epic journey of endless and countless Pokemon TCG online battles. You guys take care. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.